Hey everybody, Chad Elms here, founder of the Back University. I wanted to talk to you guys today about a few key things that you can do, very simple things you can do to make sure you've got a good ergonomic setup around the home or the office. Now, three things that we're going to discuss today are all critical for helping ensure that you can take unnecessary stress off your neck, your mid-back, your shoulders, and your low back. Now, the first thing we're going to discuss is your monitor. You want to make sure that two things with your monitor are position and height. Both of those need to be correct. When I say position, you want to make sure that your monitor is positioned directly in front of you. You don't want to have to look off to one side or the other to see your monitor. It needs to be right in front of you. Second thing is the height of the monitor. A good rule of thumb is that the top of the monitor needs to be eye level. The reason that's important is because if the monitor is too low, we have a tendency to sink down, want to get to the same level as what our work is. So if your monitor is up high, eye level, it's going to promote a better posture throughout the day. If you don't have an adjustable monitor, I'm going to show you a really quick thing, very inexpensive thing you can do to make sure that you get it at the right height. So hang on, be right back. Okay. Do you see it? Okay, here's what I did. Obviously, I've got a phone book here. You can, at home, if you don't have a phone book, you can use books, stacks of magazines, whatever you can think of. It's a very cheap way, but very effective way to make sure that you position your monitor at the right height. So the second thing we're going to talk about is the keyboard. The keyboard is also a critical component to having good ergonomics. You want to make sure that it's right in front of you. The two good rules of thumb for the keyboard: you want it such that you're not having to reach forward for it, and you also want it such that you're not having to bend your elbows past the 90-degree angle. You want your elbows in the shape of an L. So for this desk here, the ideal setup would be to get a mountable tray you can buy at any major office supply store. You're going to mount it under the desk. It doesn't require a lot of construction, which is great for people like me. A few screws and it's stable in the desk. What it does is it's going to mount underneath the desk. It pulls out towards you, so it allows you to use your armrests. It comes towards you, so you're not having to bend your arms past 90, and you're not having to reach forward, which is also, it takes a lot of extra stress off of the shoulders and the neck. Now, the third thing we want to discuss is just general office supplies. You want to make sure that your desk is set up so that everything is very easily accessible. Your pens, scissors, hole punches, your phone. The idea is to make your materials as accessible as possible, so you're not having to reach, you're not having to bend underneath the desk to access things. Instead, you're able to maintain a great posture and get everything you need right as you need it. So again, these things are actually surprisingly simple, yet very effective if you'll implement them for helping to decrease neck strain, pain and discomfort in the mid-back and the shoulders, and of course the low back too.